And finally, for today's program, let's turn to David Trim for a look at Adventist history.
The Church's South American territory is one of the denomination's fastest growing regions, with nearly 2.5 million members.
But let's see how it first got its start with a little more than 5,000 members.
Welcome to This Week in Adventist History. On February 6, in 1916, the South American Union Conference was reorganized and became the South American Division, with 3 member unions, and Oliver Montgomery, who you see pictured here, as its first president. Montgomery served 7 years in South America, from 1915 to 1922, when ill health forced him to return to the US, where he became a vice president of the General Conference. Here you see him with his daughter Martha in the division president's office in Buenos Aires. Oliver Montgomery was a hands-on president, doing pioneering work in the Amazon basin, as well as being an administrator, and he laid solid foundations. When the South American Division was founded, it had just over 5,000 members. Today, its membership is just under 2.5 million in 16 unions. On February 8, 1865, Flora Lampson was born in the state of Ohio. At the age of 18, she married William Long Williams. She served as a teacher in Adventist schools in Michigan and Texas from 1890 to 1910. Flora Williams was then called into administrative leadership in the Michigan Conference as education superintendent and missionary volunteer and Sabbath school secretary. So successful was she that 11 years later in 1921, at the age of 56, she was called to the General Conference as assistant director of the education department and then appointed associate director of the new Home Commission, the forerunner of today's Family Ministries Department. A prolific author and editor, she served 20 years in the latter role, retiring in 1941. Flora Williams died 3 years later in 1944, just short of her 80th birthday. That was This Week in Adventist History.